What do you do when you think you've finished? Well, you get someone else to check out your work so you can get that validation you've been searching for from strangers off the internet.
It's not super coherent with the rest of the art style.
So the controls are kind of like all over the place.
You might want to fix the text here.
If the arrows are your action button, then you probably don't want them to be a moving around button.
And I'm not super convinced by the arrow keys to interact with the computer.
What the heck? I'm in the same area?
You might want to check that.
The push and pull is kind of inconveniently placed.
I would probably appreciate if I could choose whether to interact with things or not. Oh no, I already played this.
I'm Xanderwood. I make indie games and tutorials on game development. I also play your indie games every week on my channel. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon so you never miss a video. Welcome back to Devlog 10. It's been 10 episodes since we started this whole journey on Orion's throne, and today it's time to playtest the first level. Before we get into the devlog, I just want to say a big thanks to Whateep and Mighty Jor for playtesting this level and providing some amazing feedback, some of which I have already implemented and some of which I plan to implement before the next devlog is out next week. Before we get into the feedback from those guys, let's check out a few of the new things I've added since the last time we spoke. So I've designed this little kind of backpack. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen some of this already. This is basically an icon that appears in the top left-hand corner of the screen, which indicates your kind of item inventory. So if I play it, you can see up there, you can push P, and that will open up your inventory. And then you've got inventory slots, which you can scroll through using the WAS and D keys. You've got your journal, secrets that you've unlocked, the characters, resume game, quit game, etc. I've got this little radio down here that you can interact with. You can do new interactions now with the vending machine. So when you go over to it, it says it looks like it's broken, but then it gives you the option to give it a little kick. Different things will happen. You can choose your own kind of path, whether you should or you shouldn't. I'll leave that up to you. You can interact now with the arcade machine. And some of the feedback I got was that it shouldn't automatically take you into the dialogue by approaching these things. It should give the player the option. So hence the little E that pops up. You can now interact with all of this stuff, which kind of adds a little bit more dimension to the game. If we look into the events, I've actually gone and added an array. So you can see all of the dialogue triggers that I have here throughout the game. I've decided to store all of the answers and all of the text in one array for that particular dialogue sequence, which is making things so much easier because now I can just reference the position it is in the array when I go to the trigger, and then I can have different things happen based on what button the player is pushing. It looks very complicated, and it was to a degree, but it's working great, and it's in a format now that it kind of makes a lot of sense to me, so I can copy and paste, if you like. Just by adding in new things, I can copy and paste original kind of coding and not have to rewrite it if I want to add in another element that you can interact with. And you can see all of the E's across the screen here that you can interact with, and they all work great. If we look back at the pause menu, if I double click here on this candy bar, you can see these slots are going to represent things that you can collect in the game. But of course, there is always lots more that I can and probably will add into the game before the next devlog, and certainly before the level's finished. But let's ask Whateep and Mighty Jor what they think.
Hey there, Xander. Hello there. Thank you for letting me playtest the first build of the game, first level of the game. The intro scene looks very cool, and I think that with sound it will feel even better. The only thing I would change is make the prison go behind, orbit behind the black hole. And it looks really cool. What is this person? I really like the concept of you having to make choices, because that really makes you makes the game feel more immersive. And I'm not super convinced by the choice you made about the arrow keys to interact with computers and the WASD keys to move around, because I already have my hand on the WASD keys and it feels like I should be able to move to the menus and text with that. Also, like, progress to the text with dialogue with space or enter would feel more intuitive for me, but yeah, I'm sure you made some decisions based on planning So perhaps you already went through that and decided to do this.
Can't go in vents. Oh, that door animation's cool. Smells like old socks. Yuck. Okay, I have not gotten the password, it seems. System rebooting, please wait. Oh. System online, choose. Highly what? Prison records, highly. I'm gonna go prison records. Enter to select. One thing I would say is if the arrows are your action button, then you probably don't want them to be your moving around button. Since we're used to using WASD, if you're gonna use arrows for interacting, probably WASD works for the computer, for me at least. There's a computer over here too. Keycard authorized, please wait. Password obtained. Password obtained, what is it? I have to type it in. I'm guessing it probably goes to this one over here. What game has he got? Space Attack?
And I love this little video game, this meta game inside of the main game. It's pretty cool. Perhaps to make it feel more retro, you could have the ship snap instead of scroll. But it's very cool. I thought I could attempt to get the high score, but 25,000 points is way more than I could aim for. Perhaps the only thing I change is I would choose a pixelated font, a pixel font for these consoles, because it would feel, and also for the text, because it would feel more coherent with the overall style of the game. These pipes hanging from the ceiling are very cool and add a lot of depth to the level. So yeah, I really like this. And let's go on the main communication room. Perhaps I would change the font on these two because it feels a bit out of place. Oh, I was sure they were off. This looks like I can interact with it. Yeah. Rewire the terminal. Drag and drop using the mouse.
Okay. This is pretty cool. Reminds me of Bioshock. Did that not work? Why did that not work?
Okay. Like this. Like this. No.
Does it have to like connect right at the very end? Darn. This is taking me longer than I would have thought. Well, this is embarrassing. Okay, so short.
No. Let me try again.
There we go.
Perhaps I would place the puzzle pieces on the left and the puzzle on the right, because it feels more intuitive to me. But yeah, it was pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Oh, camera. Oh. And I died. So for some reason. How did I get here? What the heck? I teleport back? What happened? I'm so confused. Can you get past that? I think something happened with that computer. I think it sets you back to the other computer's X and Y coordinates. Oh, forgot about that.
I suppose I need to wait for it to go back to the first position. Okay. You found 5 credits. Now I have 10 credits. And those cameras, those drones are really, really cool. I love them. I have to tell you that. They are really cool. And I saw you going behind there, like here in the video. So I suppose I have to go there, not here. So let's try and get there. Ooh, that was pretty close. This shoot me instead of... So I might have to... Okay. That one didn't shoot me. Maybe it didn't make in time.
Oh no. Okay, workplace problem. Your union rep is here to help. Very good. Employee lounge. Hot coffee, 1 credit. Out of order. Let's go play Space Attack. No. Not that I don't want to, I just already did.
Hot coffee, 1 crayon. Yeah, I'd buy that. Do we have this in my inventory? No. How many credits do I have? 9. So I spent it, but I didn't get anything. Okay.
It's a little scary thinking that if one of these cameras finds me, then I'm gonna be booted out of the game. Looks like I could access that open air vent. Does it now?
I need to find the code. I don't want to resort to asking you for help. Also, I think I could have figured it out. Nice. Level 2A. Successfully completed level 1. Press space to return to level 1. Yeah, I can't wait to play it again. I'm really impressed with this game, and I would love to play it with some audio, so yeah, I'll be following this. Thank you so much for having me try this.
Some of this stuff you can see I've already implemented, like the font has now been replaced with a pixel font throughout the game, which I agree looks so much better. The bullet that these things shoot is also now a lot bigger, so you can see it. You can see it there flying throughout the screen, and I just got killed. I've changed these tables now so that they fit a little bit better in the game. Some of the feedback was that they were in a 2D side-scroll view, which they were. I didn't even acknowledge that or recognize that when I was making them, but it does look so much better now in a more top-down view. And this computer terminal here now doesn't teleport you back to the first one when you enter it. And all the text in here has also been replaced with nice new pixel text. I'm going to get on with making some more changes and some fixes before the next devlog, but on the whole the first level is more or less done. There is one more thing that we are adding in, which is a dialogue tree when you get to the employee lounge, where you actually meet one of the guards, or potentially meet one of the guards based on the decisions you make, and that'll be coming up over the next couple of episodes. But once that's in place, I think the first level will be more or less completable. When you complete it, it will take you to a cutscene, which I'll get working on as well, so there's lots more coming up in future episodes. So if you're enjoying it, stick around, hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more of this journey. And once again, a big thank you to Whateep and Mighty Jor for taking the time to playtest this first level in its kind of infancy and provide some very valuable feedback. That was a great help. Thank you so much to both of you, and I will see you all in the next devlog.